Oh God, it's leaking. Yeah, this sucks, folks. This is the day after Christmas, or in some parts of the world, in the weird countries, they call this Boxing Day. Because it's the day they box up their shit and send it back to the store. I don't know what the name's for. But yeah, I got a little leak. I went outside. I can't really do much. I marked it here, but it's been torrential downpours. I can't really bitch because it's 70 degrees, but... so sucks because my son is asleep in a puddle. But not a puddle of his own making this time. Get it?
Christmas.
Get it? Like you pee the bed?
Yeah, I get it.
How does that make you feel?
It's not really a joke, so I do it a lot.
That's true. Sometimes I pee your bed when you're sleeping. That's because I have a drinking problem. Yeah, so it's definitely coming from above the window because it's not leaking along the glass. It's leaking up in it. But I've had quite a few leaks over the night. Quite a few leaks in the past few weeks. I think it's the change of the weather. So just like in a house, you have things expand and contract with the cold and the hot, and through the winter time, you definitely got to keep track of that sort of thing. Even in a house, you do. You were probably expecting more beard. I normally have more beard, but yeah, like I said, in the winter time. Materials expand and contract differently. The walls are wood, and the frame's metal, and the couch is wet. And that's all due to the change in weather. So what I'm going to do, hopefully when it stops raining, I can go outside and I'll scrape the old silicone off and put that back on there. And I kind of brushed over it in my winterizing video, but it seems to be working pretty well. These little things. Like I said, you got to do a lot of breathing, and all the moisture comes out. And I noticed I've been checking these, keeping track of these, and... pretty dry. I want to show you another thing I did that I didn't put in the winterizing video. Look at the size. Look at that guy's nice round head. Look at that. I like it. All right. I did this here. I cut this vent in the bathroom because you'd run the heater on, or you'd run the heater and it'd be about 20 degrees hotter in the bathroom than elsewhere. And that way also when I turn the vent on, it gives more airflow. And also in the closet here, you can see that barely. It's another vent. Just venting all over the place. Again, trying to get as much airflow as possible. This is going to be another big epic project. Hopefully, well, it's going to have to be pretty soon. I noticed throughout the leaks here, this is trashed. This is like a horror film. This is my horror film. This leak has been gone on too long, but I think it's definitely leaking inside the wall. Yeah. Oh God! See, it leaked so bad it broke the structural integrity of the plywood had gone, and it ripped that thing off. So, yeah. It still feels a little bit damp. So that's another fun thing I got to do. But I know all the other mechanical stuff are sorted out, so I can start doing this. But I'll just basically have to rip the entire sheet of plywood off, which kind of blows my ass. But I don't even wear any of this stuff. I don't even know why I have it. I have a hunter's jacket, but I don't wear that. I got my tiger print jacket. I do wear that, though. That's going to be upcoming projects, as I will show you about fixing leaks, how to fix them. And again, this will translate into... I said, it looks so weird without my beard. I see myself selfie-wise. I got this beard trimmer for Christmas, and I went to go just trim a little bit, but it was like adjustable kind, and I didn't lock it in. I went, boom, and took a big chunk off. So I had to do the whole thing, which hurts me because I'm trying to finish my Anioki documentary, and I did half the footage full-on beard, so I can't go back and all of a sudden cut in footage where I'm beardless. It doesn't, I don't know how that'll work, so yeah, so I can grow my beard back out so I can finish my film. But anyways, that's what I'm doing here is growing beards, watching the roof leak, and just hanging out with my boy. A little post-Christmas relaxation and hanging out. Please excuse the mess, but it's been kind of a long night because I've been having to keep getting up to try to mitigate the water damage with these paper towels. Then they get soaked for a bit. But now that the sun is out, I thought it was leaking at the window, but I think actually it's not. I think let me get out this door here. All right. So the top is still sealed pretty well, and it's also, you don't see water running down it. And also on top of the awning, you don't see water running down it, it's steady dripping. But if you see that rivet sticking out, that is about right where we get water inside of the cabinet, and it's not necessarily above where we marked it with the tape where the water's coming in. But that doesn't really mean anything, because it could be running anywhere inside of this, and then the water will just find a path out, and the path out seems to be right there. Where's that piece of tape?
Right there.
This part kind of sucks. The reason it wasn't wet in the cabinet is because my notebook, or my sketchbook here, was soaking up all the water. So hopefully I can save some of this stuff. Totally wet. This kind of blows. I might just take them all out and just hang them somewhere. Alright, it's raining again, and here it was steady coming out. It seems to have slowed to a trickle. It actually only drips when I push on it. So who knows how much water is in there, but it's slowly dropping off. There's another little spot was up over here. But yeah, stop dripping here. I think I'm winning. I'm winning this fight. The other fight inside the closet in the back bedroom, I can't really tell if I'm winning. Oh, there's a little drip there. It's still coming, but it's slowing down. And I had the trash bag just kind of run into this bucket like so. So whatever leaks did happen, it would mainly get into the bucket. And after being gone for about 24 hours, got about this much, but it's not still leaking right now, and it was just raining, so I think I won. I think I beat the leak. What do you think, buddy?
That's good.
Good? That's it?
Yeah.
You're not excited? Okay, so yeah, so that's it, but we'll stand by and I'll let you know if it worked. It appears to, I think we've won. It's a really boring video about leaks and stuff, but another thing I noticed is that I got a dehumidifier right down there, as suggested by many of you, trying it out for a little bit. But I'll say that dehumidifier, because it's got a blower on the top, because it sucks the air in and blows it out, it's blowing out cold air. So it's like I got a heater and an air conditioner. But it's actually a lot nicer. It helped get rid of that, clear that stain up on the couch, and I think and I left a lot of the cabinets open, just to get the, whatever residual moisture might have been in there. But that's the funny thing about leaks, whether it's in a house or in an RV. It could be leaking like way down there, and then it'll follow a track inside the wall, and then boop, right out there. So I've continued my quest to cover the entire outside of this with a huge ball of silicone. If the weather clears up a little more, it gets dry enough, supposed to get dry in the next couple days, I'm going to cut all the old caulking out. I kind of took a shortcut on that, and I'm going to try a couple different things. I got a little 2-part resin thing I'll pour in there, and maybe that'll get it. I'm trying to avoid replacing the roof on an RV. That is not in the works, or something I plan to do for a while. I'm going to hodgepodge it together, and I think I can make the roof last longer than the rest of the thing. I think I can get a few more years out of this roof before I have to replace it. But anyway, hope everybody else is staying dry. We've had some torrential rains here in the Midwest, and the South got pretty ripped up, as I've seen. The creek is normally knee-high. It's probably about 20 foot deep right there, if that says anything. And you it may seem like I'm taking all these leaks very casually, and I am. Because if it was colder out and that rain were snow, we would probably be sitting at about 3.5 feet of snow, maybe, because it's been dumping rain, so could be way worse. Anyway, that's me for today, and y'all take it easy.